You're listening to the Hidden Killers podcast with Tony Bruschi.
Kind of sucks when you steal a trophy from a crime scene. I guess assuming if you're a criminal. Assume you're a criminal for a moment. And you need those trophies. Because without those trophies, you know, it's just not good enough. That's always creepy to me to think of those people that take something from a crime scene. But it happens very, very frequently. There's been a lot of speculation when we talk about the case against Bryan Kohberger. Is he someone who is a trophy collector? As of what we've known publicly thus far, the answer seems to have been not so much until now. Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI agent, is joining me to talk about just that. Jennifer is an expert at going into the files, the documents, the reports, and finding little nuggets here and there that maybe weren't quite noticed, and using her expertise to identify things that maybe you and me wouldn't notice or catch. And one of the things that she caught was the fact that there has been an ID found with Kohberger, not at the scene of the crime, but at his own residence. Jennifer, can you explain this finding to all of us?
Yeah, so I'll be very specific with the reported information is that there is an ID of an individual that was at 1122 King that was discovered during the search warrant process of Kohberger's residence. Okay, so that's what we have. From there, I looked at the search warrants, of course, remembering those IDs that were discovered in a glove, in a box, in the house of his parents in Pennsylvania. It's line item 35 of the search warrant return on the FBI FD 597, which a lot of people don't understand that chicken scratch, how that all happened. Tony, if I could take 2 seconds to make this clear.
Sure.
When you're on scene and you're the individual that is, to use a word that's easy to understand, a scribe. You're the scribe. I'm the scribe that day. And so you have people doing the searches and you're the person documenting it for the purposes of attaching it to the return and leaving it at the residence, which is what you have to do legally. So literally this guy is writing down each item that's found. And everybody seems very upset with his chicken scratch. Certainly, maybe after this, he'll never be chosen to be the scribe again.
Yeah.
But he jots everything down that's left. Now, so many people think that this FD 597 is the report. It's not the report, Tony. There is what we call an FD 302 that documents exactly the steps taken. There's going to be a sketch that's attached to that. There's going to be, and this is all typed, exactly what was found, exactly where it was found. They're going to know exactly who found it. The rooms are going to be A, B, C, D, E, F. It's extremely methodical. And so what people see, they're confused. Is this even legit? It's legit, but that's the purpose it serves.
So it's legit. That's the purpose it serves. We don't know exactly whose ID it was, but it's described as being someone from that residence. Does it mean that they were a resident of that residence or someone who happened to be there does it mean it's someone that was there at the time of the crime? Is that what that means?
That's how I understand it.
Okay.
It's that it is someone that was there at the time of the crime. So was it one of our 4 victims or was it one of the 2 survivors?
Sure.
The information is not clear on that, but it is clear that it was from the murder scene. And there is no way an individual like Bryan Kohberger, who was unassociated with that house, would have such an ID and not help implicate him.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very, very damning piece there. I'd say, even more so. I mean, DNA is pretty damning too. But I mean, there's no way that this would be with him. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Do you think this is going to have any sort of influence on him, this piece of evidence, when it comes to what he will plead? Because we still don't know what that is going to be when the time comes.
Well, recall, Tony, he should have this already. Mm-hmm. Full discovery has been made. I know they've asked for secondary discovery requests, I think specifically related to the incident concerning the officer, right? The Giglio Brady situation. But as far as we know, we call it an open discovery, a rolling discovery. As things are discovered, they are given to the defense right away in totality. So I would believe Bryan Kohberger is effectively reading everything that the defense has and helping in his own defense. So I believe if in fact this information is accurate, that he has this and knows about this. And Tony, at some point, if all of this is true, and we know the DNA is true, I don't know why he would fight this.
At some point, you do wonder, other than just to not be immediately in prison for the rest of his life, or I don't know. I mean, it's quite amazing. There, of course, we heard last week they were looking into him possibly being involved in other cold cases in Pennsylvania. I know you've spoken about that. Garagos has spoken about that. Is this just regular police work? Would they be derelict in their duty if they didn't look into other cold cases that look somewhat similar to this to see if Kohberger could possibly be involved? Or is there possible leads that really connect him to other crimes?
Well, Tony, they would be derelict, and they did right away look into other cases. I know specifically the DA from the two counties where the universities he attended, they looked in, they didn't find anything. Also, there were databases searched for any connection with DNA. Mm-hmm. So we know that that's sort of been cleared. But there is new information that he is connected to a case. What is not clear is what is that case? Mm-hmm. Is it a burglary? Is it an assault? Is it stalking? Remember, stalking has come out now.
Yep.
So I think everybody is wrapped up on saying, or that this information is that he's connected to a murder. I don't know if that's the case, but is he connected to another crime?
Mm-hmm. Not every case that's cold means it's a murder. It could be many different things. And that is the question. And stalking, certainly something that it looks like he probably had a pattern of doing throughout his life. Looking back, now they're trying to determine how far back the relationship was with Kohberger and the individuals at the house, looking all the way back to 2021. What's your thoughts on that? How far back do you think that relationship goes? Another speculation of, did he go there, on a school visit to determine if he wanted to move there? Did he connect and find his target then? What's your thoughts?
Well, these law enforcement officers conducting this investigation would be remiss if they don't look at every possibility. They need to look at when he went back for school visit. Where did he visit? Where did he go? Could he have intersected with any of these victims? Secondarily, they're going to be looking at all the social media and other digital forensic evidence from his phone. Does that connect him to any of the targets? And they've chosen this date of January of 2021, I believe, not just indiscriminately. Mm-hmm. There is a reason they chose that. Maybe he went back for a visit at that time. Maybe there was something that they've discovered on his digital forensic evidence that have shown, hey, listen, we need to go back this time frame to make sure, Tony, that we discover when he first had a connection.
This is an examination of the hidden human condition.
This is the Hidden Killers Podcast
with Tony Bruschi.
Jennifer Coffindaffer, thank you so much for joining us. Absolutely one of my favorite guests, and her insight, second to none. If you like the show, be sure to press subscribe wherever you download podcasts so you don't miss any breaking updates and discussions in the cases that we're following for you. Ad-free content, we got that for you too. You can get it. All you got to do is subscribe through Apple Podcasts. You'll get access to every single one of our podcasts all of the sub-channels that cover the cases individually, all of it ad-free. You can binge away 24/7 on Apple Podcasts. Even try that for 3 days free. My name is Tony Bruschi. Stay with us.